We're the first generation in human history that can literally speak things and have it happen. Like, I'm not saying we're God, but literally, like in the Bible, when God spoke, let there be light, and there was light, we're that generation. I mean, if I could, I'm not that fancy. I don't have the fancy lights that you can clap the thing, then it turns it off or whatever nonsense. But I don't think, I mean, I'm not taking advantage of it, clearly. You're not taking advantage of it either. But yeah, and the people who are the people who you keep seeing their stupid ads on Instagram. But that's besides the point. We literally have the ability in this new form that our parents never had, right? I can literally speak into this mic, speak into this camera. You can see my face, you can see my room, you can see my pillow, you can see my jacket, you can see everything, and we can literally speak things into existence. You're telling me that you can literally speak about things you're adjacent or interested in enough, and people who are interested in that thing enough, you eventually cross paths with them and they see what you're talking about, they hear about it, they're like, that's interesting, let me talk to this person. Literally you and I doing right now, and you're hearing me yap about this and I'm hearing you yap about that, and boom, we get that harmony. Our grandparents didn't have this, bro. Like, literally just growing up, we just barely got here. But now the new generation after us, like, they never existed in a world without phones. They never existed in a world without this. It's actually crazy. I wrote some like thoughts and whatnot. Like, I remember watching a YouTube video where the guy was mentioning like how he went to college with Logan Paul, and how they were making fun of him for making YouTube videos and Vine and all of that stuff and whatnot. And you're like, all these nerdy people, they're blah 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 talking about that. Now these people are living the life they want, and I think that's so cool with artists. Like, back in the day, the path was go to college, do XYZ, figure it out. And now we have more people wanting to be YouTubers than farmers, which could be a problem. That's probably a problem. Maybe we can, make farming YouTube videos. That could be a cool niche. That could be something that somebody does. But yeah, dog, it's, if you speak long enough, if you do it long, I wrote some notes. You speak long enough, you do it long enough, you stay interested in it long enough, you meet the right people, you'll find success. And that's literally all it is. Finding something you're interested in long enough, talking about it long enough, and you'll find success. There's probably somebody who figured out that B12, is their thing. But let me get back to the point of what I'm trying to talk about. Like, truly, truly, we live in a world like no other. We can speak things into existence. You guys seen those memes where they're like, ChatGPT make me a profitable business? No, that's physically. ChatGPT make me a profitable business. Like the vibe coding memes and whatnot. Like, we live in such a world, and now more than ever with like AI agents, with connectors, you can literally run Claude code on your freaking laptop. And now, I said freaking, you can literally speak words into existence. Like, we live in the world that is perfect for people like you and I, and we're not taking advantage of it. We're not just speaking things into existence. Obviously, it takes more than just speaking into existence, right? It comes setting up the right things, having a knowledge base, and then knowing how to speak and articulate yourself well enough for you to communicate that. Then you'd be fine. But still, if you speak about something long enough, you're interested and you learn about it long enough, and you get enough feedback, you will learn. Like, you would get to whatever you want. I think the cool thing about the internet and all of this world that we are in right now is that it's unlimited potential. Sometimes I would go back and be like, dang, I wish I was like posting YouTube videos on my parents' computer when I was 9 years old and whatnot. Maybe I would have found like this. But that's not really the thing. It's just expressing your interest about something long enough and meeting people who are also interested in that. And that's really it. That's all it is. One of my favorite YouTubers, his name is Teching 101. Just a random, I don't even know where he's from anymore, but he just talks about anime and One Piece. and he's posted probably thousands of videos. I remember when Tekken used to work at Dollar Tree or Dollar General, bro. I remember he did a charity event and all these different things. The guy literally just talks about One Piece all day. Not just One Piece, he talks about Bleach and whatnot too, and Hunter x Hunter. But he gets on the camera. This is the newest drop of blah blah blah. And it's just because I'm interested in One Piece, and he's interested in One Piece. He's just talking about something they were both interested in, and I was able to see it, and now I watch his stuff. And that's all it is. And now, even more than ever, yapping. You can literally just yap. Everybody yaps. We're not even interested in like one sect of things anymore. We're interested in the whole bubble. And yeah, you can literally just talk about whatever you're interested in long enough, and we live in this world that is unlimited potential. Like, I've been reading, I'm a nerd at heart. I was reading the Mr. Beast playbook or whatever thing that he really, some like thing for his internal team a long time ago. And the kid he's not a kid, he's my age. He's close to my age. But he was just obsessed with YouTube and just watching YouTubers and whatnot, and realized why he liked it. And then he just started posting stuff and learned from what he like just feedback. He posted, learned, and that's it. And that's the world we live in. If you talk about the things to the people who may be interested in what you're interested in long enough and get enough feedback and are able to articulate yourself a little bit better, you'll find a job, and you'll find what you really want. And what you really want is not a job. You want to be able to express what you truly desire.